Hey everyone, so we've got a little bit of practice going on here before your lesson 20 quiz. So a lot of these concepts are going to translate with them. So let's get into it. So things that we do want to make sure that we are comfortable with is something in your lesson 20, and that is this third particular problem that's there. What we want to realize here is that because opposite sides have the same length, that would make the length over here to be 24 centimeters as well. And the other thing that we want to keep in mind is that this side of this square is doubling as the diameter. And we're going to see that a lot, where a diameter and a side share. So because of that, I now know that my radius is 12. Sorry, bad looking. 2 that's there. All right. And so now when I want to find the area shaded region is the big shape minus the shape you don't want. So the big shape there is that square, and then we are going to take away the area of that half circle. So the great thing about this is if you write out what's going on, then you can type it all in your calculator at once. Minus, and then I want to find the area of the half circle. So because it's a half circle, I'm going to take half of it. To take half of something, you could do two things. You could multiply it by a half, or you could divide it by 2, your choice. So a half of pi, and this says use 3.14, so 3.14, all right, times the radius squared. And in this particular case, we determined that the radius is a 12. So 12 to the second power. The other benefit of your calculator is that it does show it on the screen at once. So those of you that are using the approved calculator that we recommended, you can type it all at once. Those of you that are not using the calculator and you are using a website, like Google or something like that, then typing all at once will not work. By typing it all in at once, your calculator will acknowledge order of operations. Those of you that are not using that handheld calculator with the display on it, it will not do the order of operations, and you will have to do it for you. So yeah, type it all in, and you're done with that one there. So and I'm not going to type in the answer there necessarily because, well, hey, you've got the answer key, and yes, you should have your classwork done with it as well too. The other one we want to look at is question number 5, where you have to chop up the shape and realize the shapes you have to choose from. You've got squares, rectangles, triangles, rhombus, which we tend not to use too much because that means falling on a slant. And what does make an appearance is what's just shown up here is the trapezoid. If you try to chop this up into some more just squares and triangles and rectangles, you might really struggle with finding the missing information. Not saying you can't do it, but it's just going to make a lot more work. So I wanted to make sure I emphasized our friend, the trapezoid. So let's take care of the first guy that's up there. Yeah, hey, 5 times 6, all right. I should say 6 times 5, the way I wrote this guy out there. Yeah, that gives you 30. So that takes care of, that just not very well. I can do better. All right. 6 times 5 is 30. All right, but that's slow, isn't it? Okay, so let's speed it up now. So, no, that's all for region number 1. Okay, so for region number 2, it's our friend trapezoid. So trapezoid formula is 1/2 times the height times the bases added together. And remember, the bases are always the parallel sides. So in this particular case, I can see one of my bases is a 15. So I'm going to use that. The other base that we are looking at is the other parallel side. So that's this guy. So we do a little bit of work here. I can see from here to here is 7, but that's not the entire length. I can see from here to here is a, yeah, opposite sides are the same, is a 5. So if from here to here is a 7 and from here to here is a 5, that means the entire length is a, yeah, it's a 12. So now I've got my parallel sides. The height, remember, connects the two of them. So it's not 10, but I am going to use the 10 to help myself out. 10 goes from all the way to the top and the bottom. If I look at this 6 here, again, I know opposite sides have the same length, which tells me then this portion is 6. So the entire length is 10, and that portion is 6. That means the height must be, yeah, it's 4. So now I can fill that in. And now I am ready to go. Half of 4 is 2. Again, I know you can type this on your calculator at once. Remember, instead of typing in a half, you could type in, yeah, 0.5. And then times your 27. Hello, 54. So again, we did want to emphasize your trapezoid. This is something you haven't made a lot of use of. We also want to emphasize in the previous problem the idea of the shapes sharing information. So we talked about the side of the square sharing the diameter of the circle. And yeah, so again, you want to make sure, all right, that you see your pieces are there. Let's see if there's anyone else that was there. Oh, let's see here a second. All right. So the last thing that we just wanted to look at was something like question number 7, where it is your triangle is your big shape, all right, and then you want to take away this portion of the circle. So what we want to realize here is in a circle, it's 360 degrees. But you are only using 45 degrees of it. So what fraction are you using? Yeah, in other words, how many 45s does it take to get to 360? Yeah, it's 8 of them. So it's only an eighth of the amount. So for this guy here, you're going to find the area of the triangle and then take away an eighth times full circle. Now, remember, taking an eighth of something is the same thing as dividing it by 8. So you could find the area of that circle and then divide it by 8, and that would get the job done as well. Or you can multiply it by an eighth. So that's something I want to feel comfortable with. All right, everyone. Open up that quiz. All right. Go back into your notes. Go back into your classwork. Find similar problems. Find the formulas. All those types of things. Use the resources that you have and send it on in to me. All right. Remember, with your quizzes, I'll send you back your score. I'll give you comments. You can make changes, and that is your quiz retake. So send it on back to me, and then we'll update the score. All right. Take care.